Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to 24/7 Football, and it's a little bit of an update video just on what's been going on in professional football, obviously with the coronavirus outbreak. So before we go any further, please stay safe. Please just follow the government guidelines, stay inside, and subscribe to the channel. That's a big one as well. Turn those notifications on. There's been a bit of an update in terms of Premier League players. They were, to be fair, in my opinion, don't know if it's the same for you guys, I think Premier League players were made to be a bit of a scapegoat, but not by the government, by the media. Matt Hancock, the health secretary, said he called, well, it was labelled as he called on Premier League players to act and to take a pay cut and, you know, make sure that staff aren't furloughed at those Premier League clubs. Well, number one, the national insurance money and taxable income on a Premier League football is 45%. You know, they contribute billions to the government every year. So by them taking a pay cut, it actually has a counterproductive effect on the money going into the NHS. Yes, if they took a pay cut, clubs may be able to not furlough staff, even though they've got a lot of money. Anyway, we saw that with Liverpool. They U-turn. It took a big club and you know, a capable leadership. Yes, it was a poor decision at the start from Liverpool after record-breaking revenue, but they saw they were wrong, reversed the decision, and fair play to them. So that's what's been going on a little bit recently. So I think there's a lot of news about players, clubs deferring players' wages until this is all blown over. You know, they can cope, but they have set up a collective initiative called #PlayersTogether. You may have seen it, loads and loads of players. I think that there was loads. There was over 150 top-flight players, including the likes of Jordan Henderson, Harry Kane, Kevin De Bruyne, from every team really, that released this statement on their social medias. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but they said they were collaborating together to create a voluntary initiative separate to any other league and club conversations. So that's the meeting with the PFA and the Premier League. And they said the intention is to try and help, along with so many others in the country, to make a real difference. And they would quickly grant funds to the NHS frontline. So that's what they'll be doing. They'll be donating a lot of money to the NHS frontline. You know, the real heroes, the people that are fighting this virus dead on. And, you know, there's a lot of other carers out there as well, like carers, police officers, a lot of people who are working through this, firefighters. I've seen so many fires over the last few days. So that's the way that football has been going. And footballers are doing their bit, so I congratulate each and every one of them that has done that, because it's brilliant, and they didn't have to do that, and footballers have been made a scapegoat by the media. I mean, Matt Hancock, to be fair to him, he just answered a question that was thrown at him by the media, who pinpointed it on footballers, when in reality we know that the media is owned by, you know, the big figures, you know, Rupert Murdoch's, Richard Branson with Virgin. Are they putting in any money? Probably not as much as some footballers, and probably not in terms of percentages as well. These big tycoons could, you know, they could put in fortunes, massive amounts of money into the NHS or to the healthcare services in their own particular country. And, you know, I've not seen people like that being called upon in the media. So it was a little bit of a dig at footballers. Yes, they can do it, and they are doing it, which is great to see as well. And there's been a bit of a movement on what's going to happen with football, because for me it just seems a little bit, I don't know, a little bit pointless. There's bigger things going on in the world, in the country. You know, nearly 1,000 people are dying day by day, and it's set to get worse as well. And there's a lot of umming and ahhing over whether the Premier League will start again. Ultimately, does it really matter? The only thing that matters in this situation is money. That's the only thing that matters. TV companies threatening to, you know, that's the rumours anyway. Like TV big companies threatening to sue the Premier League should it not get back underway. Obviously, in terms of, you know, people like Liverpool, it's heart wrenching. It really is. But this is a once in a generation thing that's happened, and should, you know, the football season have to be cancelled, it may just have to go that way. I certainly don't want it to, But there's bigger things to worry about at the moment than whether the Premier League will restart. So the Scottish season suspended until at least the 10th of June. I can't see fans being allowed into the game should it restart as well. Obviously, getting a bit of football on TV would be brilliant. But from the players' point of view, if their families are, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Do they want to leave their families for weeks to complete a season? It doesn't really matter. Liverpool ran away with the league. There's only really relegation to play for and the Championship coming up, and then you've got your lower leagues as well. If I was a player, I wouldn't want to leave my family in a state of pandemic at the moment. With shops shut in, the social distancing, I just wouldn't want to leave my family. But I get why people and the big top boys really want this playing, because it all comes down to money. So will the Premier League restart anytime soon? I think we're looking at the summer. Would you want the Premier League to restart? And would you welcome a 3-week style World Cup type Premier League event where players and officials and teams are in training camps and they play a certain amount of games over a week? From a fan point of view, it'd be great to watch it past the boredom. But would you want to see that happen? Is it necessary? Does football really need to be started straight away, or is it unnecessary when there's bigger things going on? Let me know in the comments below. Keep an eye out for the rest of this week. We've got another commentary video. Well, I say we, it's just me. We've got another commentary video coming out, and we've also got some pro clubs as well. So keep an eye out for all of those. If you want to see me do any videos, like FIFA videos or anything like that, just let me know. I can do maybe a football quiz, live stream, I don't know. Just let me know. Views have fallen off a little bit, which is a little bit scary. But subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it if you can. Thank you all for watching. It really does mean a massive amount. It helps me with my boredom. Girlfriend tried to cut my hair, didn't really go to plan. My hair is so long. How are you all coping with not getting your hair cut? That's the one thing I'm really struggling with. So like I said, do all those things. Check out our website, 247football.com. What do you think about the players doing this initiative, and what do you think about the football restarting? Should it happen sooner rather than later? Does it matter? Let us know, and we'll see you next time.